Welcome to episode 27 of Webway Radio. I'm Kurt.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Steve.
And today we are going to chat about the Games Workshop Adepticon reveals mostly. And towards the end, I think we'll hit a little of the Atomic Mass Games things, covering Legion and a little MCP action. So Steve's going to join us today.
Unfortunately, Mark couldn't be here.
Yeah, I have some big shoes to fill.
Well, you got big feet.
I do, in fact, have some big feet.
But we brought you in just to kind of see how it goes. We've chatted about it a little bit. So yeah, welcome to the show.
Excited to be here.
Good.
Glad to have you.
Anything specific before we get started?
Don't think so.
No. Hobby progress and games played are a little scarce. It's been a crazy couple of weeks.
I mean, I have a lot of hobby progress. But then again, this is also my first time being here.
You're carrying the show for us in the hobby progress section. I had some. I talked a lot, but not related to anything dice or model related, So,
And I've done nothing.
way to go, Austin. All right. Well, with that being said, let's just take a quick break and we will go straight into a slim hobby progress.
Sounds good.
So let's jump into hobby progress.
Sounds
Austin,
good.
have you been doing anything?
Not really.
I haven't either, but I will get to that when it's my turn. What about you, Steven? Have you been working on anything?
So for hobby progress, I had my great repaint of my whole guard army. I repainted them from a standard Cadian theme, which is like a green and khaki, to now the 85th Cadians, or also known as the Fire Drakes.
Oh, okay.
Because of I believe the lore wise is they were fighting on a lava planet in the lava fields, and that's why they're red and orange, or red and orange colors. I didn't do orange for the fatigues because that would have been a lot more time. Sure. And I think there's a bit more of a contrast with the khaki and the red.
It looks good the way it is, I think.
It looks fantastic.
And you guys really like fire and Drake related things on that half of the table. Man, between salamanders and now the fire drakes, leaning in hard. I like it.
80 to 85th Fire Drakes. And then I also built my own dice tray this time.
Which looks fantastic.
I use the lessons I got from building yours to build my own.
Yeah, and it looks really good, like professional quality. Like you could probably sell that.
Probably. Well, right now I'm looking to make it if other people want them. I'll do that, and then I'll kind of test the waters.
Anything else for hobby progress? Oh, I guess I could probably talk about what I've done, right?
Yeah, Kurt, you got to talk about yours.
For years, I have wanted to get into sim racing, and even it's probably been like 10 or 15 episodes ago, I remember distinctly being like, Mark, I'm debating on getting into sim racing. Well, I had a spring break, and I did. I finally pulled the trigger. Logitech had the sale I wanted, and oh boy, I have gone off the deep end. I haven't touched a model or a paintbrush in 2 weeks.
So we've seen.
It does kind of suck you into that. I did that same with flight sims.
Yeah. Well, this I absolutely love because I can see my progression throughout the week. Every week we change courses. It's a series. It's this whole thing. And so, start of the week, it's like, oh man, I'm doing minute 56 laps. And then it's the next, I got a 152 and then 146. And now I'm down to 140.5 or something. And it's I got second place in a race the other night. It was
nice.
And that just drove me to be I can do better. I know I can go faster. And when you're racing with good people, it completely changes the game.
Which race sim are you using?
I'm doing iRacing.
Okay. Is there car tuning in that? Like you're tuning your own car? Or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still, I just graduated Friday night. I went from rookie class to D class. So that opens up more series and more cars and things like that. You can do ovals. You can do road car or sports car kind of things. You can do, Indy has an official series. NASCAR has an official series. To where you can drive those cars on those tracks at the speeds and the feel of a real whatever. Everything's laser mapped. Every bump in the road, every crack in the asphalt, you feel through the wheel.
Ooh.
It's crazy. And kind of learning how to redrive has been another huge thing for me is man, you can't just pedal to the metal. You gotta trail brake and back in and it's just, yeah.
Me playing Forza just...
Yeah, Yes, except
Just flying into the corners without a care in the world.
there's no braking systems, there's no traction control, there's no nothing.
Right.
So you tap the grass on a corner and you're going to spin and hit the wall, and it's great. But
Or you
no,
go
it's-
off track, and next thing you know, you have dirt in your wheels, and you don't have as
you
much
feel
traction.
It's crazy. But that's been my jam for the last 2 weeks. So I've done nothing, just hermited in here, and it's crazy because every half hour a race starts. And normally the kids go to bed at 8, but it lingers to like 8:05, 8:10, and it's like 7:55. It's like, we're getting to the bed now. Give your hugs to Daddy because Daddy's got to go hit join before 8 o'clock. So at 7:59, 45, I got to hit the button to be able to join that race, or I have to wait a half an hour for the next race.
Right.
So yeah, it's like I've become like drill sergeant at night. Like, we're getting to the bed now. Dad's doing 3 races before he goes to bed. It's great. The kids love me, I hope.
I bet they love the new drill sergeant.
Well, I've been letting my son play Gran Turismo 7 on just like an oval. It's like Bristol. Well, and even he, being like a little ADHD brain, he got super into it. He's doing like 45-second laps, and then he can see like, and he's figuring out the track and the cars in the sim, and he got down to like a 19.5, and I was like, whoa, like
He gets the
Nice.
he gets the ADD hyper focus.
he got into, of course, he can barely reach the pedals, so he's sitting funny and his legs like fully extended. And you have to brake on that track, thankfully, because there's no way he could do both. Yeah, but no, he got into it. He started. He's like, Dad, this is really cool. I was like, yeah, it is. That's why. Why do you think I bought? Like, but I'm in. I have set some stuff out to hobby. I did technically glue together this aircraft control tower you see behind you in Prime It last night. So I've done something, but yeah, that's been a lot of me.
I was like, I know you've mentioned purchases count, and I believe
Yes.
you did pre-order something.
Well, yes. So I had we were going to go to Cherokee, and I didn't go. And they gave me the option to take a 25% hit on the sale on the refund or give me full store credit. So I took store credit. And they had the custodian box that came out, the Heresy box with the new plastic dreadnought and the tank and all that, and the new units and the character, all the things. I picked that up for like $29 shipped. And I had a code to redeem an extra 15% off the purchase. So it's like whatever their discount code is plus an extra 15%. And yeah, so it's like $29. Now, the problem
That's
is,
nice.
well, Games Workshop has pulled pre-orders from hundreds of stores. Warpfire Gaming canceled everything. And they're like, we're sorry. So you get your full refund, and they're giving you a $55 credit to buy any other box on the website. So because it's Adepticon week, and I know a lot of the Frontline Gaming guys are there, I'm still just waiting to see if I get an email that says it's canceled or a shipping notification. It's like, I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm terrified.
The
Right.
worst type of limbo right there.
Yeah, it's like,
I think
and they're sold
everyone's-
out everywhere. They immediately were on eBay for untold amounts of money.
Oh yeah, no, the scalpers are gonna scalp.
Last Saturday,
God, yes.
I had the GW site up, auto refreshing every like 30 seconds, and it was gone in like 3 minutes. But Frontline Gaming, the way they do theirs is they add one item at a time. Like they create the item and put it on the web store when it's time. So it's like the tactical journal went up or whatever. I was like, oh no. And that refresh, and like, oh, then this unit went up. It's like, I'm gonna refresh. And then finally the box came up, and I had all my stuff ready. My gift cards were copy and pasted in Notepad, so I could just paste, and had my codes, and $29.33 shipped.
I think everyone's just kind of hoping that it doesn't turn out like that Drukari box situation where they had to recall it because they missed a frickin' sprue.
Yeah, but a lot of people got those.
Was that Drukari or was that Eldari?
That was Drukari, yeah.
Yeah,
They
there was-
forgot to put the Hellions in the box.
Yeah.
because there was another one that I saw that it was supposed, instead of a wave serpent, it was supposed to be a falcon. It was missing the falcon bits.
I have no idea.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Was at least that's what I've seen. I need to verify this though.
It's fine. All right. Anything else hobby related, guys?
Nothing so far.
No, I mean I kind of put everything out there. So
Yeah, no. That's awesome. What about games played? Anybody played games? I talked about the games I've been playing. I haven't played any dice games lately.
Yeah, dice games are a little dry. I did stop by the LGS
yeah.
and hung out with some new guys who just got into the hobby.
Awesome.
They just picked up the what was it? The old 10th edition starter box with Tyranids and Ultramarines.
Leviathan.
Yes, Leviathan. That's the one.
I saw one on, I think it was Nash Hammer a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, man, that's a good price, but no.
Yeah, but they were playing with that, and they had a bunch of like proxies so that they could play. I think it was like 1,500 points.
Okay. Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
I just kind of hung out around the table, and I was like, yeah, no, I've been doing this for, a little over a year now. So I know kind of some of the rules, and I was able to kind of like, oh, yeah. Like they'd ask me a question and be like, oh, yeah, that's what this does, and that's how you roll this. And
Good, man.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
look at you taking people under your wing. I'm so proud. All right, so no major games played, so let's take a little break, and we will come back and talk about our main topic today.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, we are back. Let's talk a little bit about the big reveals this weekend at Adepticon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mainly, let's start with the Games Workshop stuff. I have added some AMG stuff at the end, and of course, there's all kinds of news. We can't cover everything, but we're going to talk about the things that is most important to us, I guess. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with Armageddon.
Armageddon. The war planet is back.
Which I think between some of the rumors we had and the rumors that the notion that Apocalypse was going to be in one of these campaign books is very exciting. They seem to go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, first they brought back Commissar Sebastian Yarick.
Oh, Baelai.
Old Baelai. The news of his death was greatly exaggerated.
That trailer, man. I was like, what are they doing? Like, this is, and then it was like, he comes over the microphone. It's like, oh, is it?
Yeah.
Turns out
that trailer.
The dude getting his head just splattered all over the console and then just.
That trailer, as a Guard player, makes me very happy.
good.
Because also, if you notice, he said, soldiers of the Imperial Guard. Not the Astra Militarum, Imperial Guard.
Man, I would love for them to just be like, we called it Astra Militarum. We're sorry.
we figured out you guys don't like that.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it will always be. Well, I've been calling them Drakari, but it's like Dark Eldar. I've forced myself to Drakari it up, but
yeah, we're getting new Steel Legion and obviously Yarick. And then they're adding, was it a bunch of new like Speed Freak models for the orcs?
Sure. Well, that's in the box. We'll get to that. But I know you're more the Guard guy, Steven.
Yes, I am.
You want to talk about the vehicles because they're cool, but I know nothing about them.
All right. So the vehicles in that reveal, and in the box, you have the new scout car, and that scout car is going to be called the Hippogriff. It does look like it has several weapon options for it. We're talking a battle cannon of some sort, a Castigator Gatling cannon similar to what's on the front of the Rogel Dorn.
Oh, okay.
It has a Melta cannon, and it also has a secondary one that can be a Melta, Stubber. Yeah, so it has several good weapon options. I think it's going to be a very fast, or maybe like a 12-inch movement, maybe faster 14, but be like T8.
Yeah.
Like very
like a melt-a-gun land speeder or something. You rush up and try to pop the tank, and then it's going to die. But like,
oh yeah, it looks like it's going to be a very fast vehicle.
Yeah,
that would be used. I'm kind of curious about it. I might pick up one, maybe two, maybe six. I don't know yet.
you could get that fancy new box set that's coming out and get them all in one go.
Right?
I don't need more Rogel Dorns though.
I can sell those.
You always need more Rogel Dorns.
Rule of 3.
And then they re-released the Centaur. Now, older people in the hobby and Forge world will know that the Centaur is not a half track. the Centaur, when it was released by Forge World, was more of a Krieg shortened, open top tracked vehicle with only a stubber on the top.
Right.
Now it looks like to be a half track, similar to the M3 half track from the from World War II, the M3 half track, and it just has a heavy stubber on the top. Looks like it will probably have a generous firing deck because it's open topped. Right. If it comes out and can transport 12 models and doesn't have at least firing deck 6, I'll be disappointed.
It's like my Drakari thing. It's like only 6 people can shoot out, but it's open. It's like, come on.
And then lastly, we got the new Commissar Graves, which I think is who's going to be more of the front line leader, trying to replace Yarick on the front line.
Sure.
And she also has her own Centaur. And that model basically looks like she's just standing on and is the epitome of drive me closer so I can hit him with my sword.
Peak
and that
peak
vehicle
40K.
looks amazing. It's got the big Aquila deal on the front, and
the big cool battering ram.
Yep.
And then I think she's going to be or have that be her model, and then she has her own dismounted model.
Okay.
Ooh.
Maybe it slots in or something.
Well, similar to that Imperial Knight. What's his name?
Oh, Canis Rex?
Canis Rex.
He can jump out if it explodes or something.
Yeah, how Canis Rex can jump out if it explodes. And I think she or her part of her unit can jump out if her Centaur gets blown up.
Very nice. So back to the orcs. They're getting stuff.
I saw it, yeah.
The character, Wazdaka Gutsmek.
Yes.
You got to say it with more of an orky.
Yeah, I'm not a orc guy, man.
Gutsmek. That was terrible.
I mean, that was good. That was actually really good.
For my accents. He looks fantastic. I've already seen people like Photoshop conversions for that. I think we're going to see some really neat things come out of that model. And that's going to be one of those golden demon. Everybody's going to paint that next year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, orcs are fantastic for kit bashing, so I am looking forward to seeing those. I am also praying for the sanctity of our friend Jonathan's wallet.
He's fine.
As if he doesn't have enough orc models already.
Like he's probably debating how many boxes he can pre-order right now and get away with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's thinking. Is like.
He's like moving stuff on his shelf. So he's like, I can put them right here.
Hide them behind these. No, that's awesome. They did announce Steel Legion's coming in 2-ish years. It's like you knew this was like you guys have known you're doing Armageddon for like a year and a half. Why did we not prioritize this?
Right.
I guarantee you it was from the community backlash.
Oh, I mean, look,
they release Yarick. They release Yarick and do not actually release or re-release the Steel Legion. Mm-hmm. Someone in Games Workshop marketing missed that one big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't work there. I don't have pull.
No, I mean that's why I think it's purely from the fan backlash. Oh, yeah. That's why it's going to take 2 years.
Well, I'm excited to see the range expand. I just hope they don't pull a bunch of stuff from the guard line to make like the 12 new kits or whatever it's going to be, or is it upgrade sprue or So
I think probably what's going to end up happening, and I don't know for certain, but I have a feeling they're going to stick to, because it's Steel Legion, it's going to be mostly like probably vehicle upgrade kits, like to make them more Steel Legion.
Maybe I don't know
or an upgrade kit, because they look very similar to Deathcore,
right?
But they're not Deathcore.
Yeah. They're gonna have like a Deathcore.
When Deathcore was first coming out, it was an alternate paint scheme for Steel Legion.
Really? Huh? I remember wanting to get them when they were, Forge World resin and the drop troops, as we discussed a couple episodes ago, and it just
the Elysian drop troops
just couldn't. At that time, afford it.
I think they should have, instead of making the new Tempestus Scions, they should have made Elysian drop troops as a placeholder for the Scions.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would go guard if we got drop troops or Vestroyan, but that's neither here nor there. So we got a couple other random models too. So we got like a new Sisters character that pulls hard from like the Inquisition vibes back in the day. They basically took the vehicle and gave the sisters that with the sister on it instead of the guy. I don't know, my old school stuff. Inquisitor Croyle is on that green alien thing. Apparently it's the last of its kind. I don't know. Again, I don't know anything. I couldn't tell you what the thing was. I didn't rewatch the video. The audio was so bad. Oh. We're lucky we got anything at one point. Thankfully, other people were streaming it, and they cranked the audio on their end so you could hear on other streams.
Yeah.
And that's how I had to watch it. I had them both going, but that was muted. I had his thing cranked. So
unfortunately, I was at work when that live stream dropped, and I'm like, no, I can't watch it.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'll watch the VOD later, and everyone was like, no, it's awful. Just go to Warcom and read the articles.
Oh yeah, so he's on that weird alien horse thing.
Yeah, it's that green.
And he has that like big game hunter rifle.
Which looks amazing. I want to see what he does with that.
Yeah, I'm curious about the rules for Inquisitor Croyle.
I'll say if he's Inquisitor, he can go with
anything.
Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to
slot him
see
into
if I can
Custodes.
Slot him into Custodes.
See if I can add him to Space Marine list.
Space Marines, Guard, pretty much anything. I mean, you can even use it for Imperial agents for that, one or two players in the whole world that play Imperial agents.
Hey, they placed well at Adepticon. Somebody was like cleaning house because they're so off meta. Either way, so Heresy's getting new Ogrins for the Solar Ox.
Yes, I saw that. They look cool.
Those look awesome. They reminded me of the old Trader Guard that Forge World did back in the day. They kind of had that vibe to them. So I think that would be super easy to convert those over if you were going to go Trader Guard. Still waiting for Trader Guard Games Workshop. It's only been forever since you killed that off and never brought it back. But new rapiers and then a new Spartan upgrade sprue, which I guess is just putting heavy bolters on the existing Spartan, which seems like of all the things you could have gave us,
that's very underwhelming, but yeah.
So, yeah. Still in the 40K universe, Kill Team, the Terror on Devlin.
The Red Terror is back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and finally has a model that doesn't look atrocious.
That looks so
It needed
cool.
a refresh.
That old model was so gross looking. It was bad.
Legend, like 2 or 3 editions ago, there hasn't been a Red Terror.
It was on the store for like a long time, and then they just killed it.
Well, I think it was kind of like the old One Eye. I think it was an upgrade sprue for lictors, but when they redid everything, he just kind of...
So I thought it was like an old resin model that was just awful.
Was he a lictor? Or was it
No, he was a Ravener.
Oh, okay.
Lictors are the ones that go camouflage and murder people. Raveners go underground and murder people.
I was like, was he a Ravener or was he the big one? Like the really big one. I forget what it's called.
I'm completely blanking on Tyranid model names, man. I haven't thought about Nids.
It's the one you fight in that one mission in Space Marine 2 where it goes digging through the floor. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called.
Fine. But the model is modeled with like the pillars he's exploding are like modeled onto him like they're flying. It's so dynamic looking.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Again, I think conversions galore on this thing, so very excited.
I see what you mean, Austin, about the old sculpt for Red Terror.
Yeah, it's not good.
Did not age well.
It did not.
I could use some words to describe it, but it would not be good for this podcast.
I'd have to roll dice. It's fine. And so leaving the 40K verse here for a moment, Cities of Sigmar is finally getting their wave 2.
And now you're regretting selling.
Oh, they're still over there. I couldn't, the guy backed out, so no sale, which they're neat, but so they're getting armored dudes. I don't know model names. Again, my notes are not ideal here, but they are getting some really cool refreshes with some of the things I thought the army was missing. And I actually checked the website the other day, and it looks like all of the dark elves, which they could ally with, and all of the dwarves have been removed from the category on the web store. So I think the days of allying all that in for the Cities of Sigmar guys are unfortunately over.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be Imperial Guard for AOS now. Very, human faction.
Yes.
And possibly good news for the old world people. You might be getting back your dwarves and dark elves.
Well, they have dwarves. Dwarves have been out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dark elves are legends. You can field them, you can play them, but I don't think they're selling much of them.
I don't play old world, so
I know. I'd love to see it make a return, but again, not championing in another game. They
As you said.
put out new battle mages for the Cities of Sigmar, which are incredible. It's what I've always wanted. I always wanted to pick up the wizard kit that Games Workshop put out for the old world back in the day, because it had like 4 different ways to build the wizard and all the different options and the hairs, and you could make more than one out of the box.
Right.
But it came with like the fire guy, the ice guy, and it was just neat. You got a lot of bits in there, a lot of conversion opportunities. And a lot of the Space Wolf people were using like the arms with the staves and things. So that was cool. Yeah. Very expensive. They're getting cog forts.
I saw those. Those are huge.
Gigantic. They said
The keeps have legs.
yes. It's a little bit taller than a Gargant, so it's still not the biggest model.
Man, now 40K isn't the only setting that you can now say, hey, look at that castle on the horizon. Oh, it's moving closer.
But any AOS army can take these.
Oh.
Yeah. And there will be
That's a good way to get it to sell a lot.
Well, the thing's going to go out of stock everywhere. But they were talking about in the Discord, like if you did a night haunt when you could put the guys floating around.
Yeah, the ghosts floating.
Like there's so many opportunities for conversion on this.
I was so like tempted back when AOS was kind of like starting around in this group. I was like, do I do Lizardman? Because I really like the Lizardman.
You did buy in.
I did. I have the box. It's
I
like
feel awful because
it's almost completely built except for
that.
like 3 dudes.
and then the store closed
Yeah.
overnight.
Unfortunately.
Killed the thing.
But
fine.
it was between that or I was like, oh, but I really like the Night Haunt. They look really cool. Now I'll just buy the Lizardman kit because the box is there. I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
And then they mentioned that, talking about the Night Haunt and the Cog Forts. I'm like, no, I don't need any more. I've got too much to do.
Stop tempting me so much.
Well, as I said, I've dropped everything but heresy at this point from a hobby standpoint, and I'm just trying to focus there. So
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm looking forward to some Skaven kit bashes on those.
Yes.
Those are going to look so cool.
Like I said, they're going to send these out to the Warhammer community painter or and there's going to be so many cool things.
Oh, that's definitely going to be a Golden Demon model. I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. And then to add to AOS, they're also doing a Skaven box with all the new Skaven sculpts, which I believe were the Gutter Runners and the other ones. I can't think of the name.
Oh,
It's fine, not a Skaven guy. But it is a Spearhead box. So it's 2 Spearhead armies plus the train and everything you need to get started.
yes, I saw that.
Which was really interesting. And a great point of entry for, I think, people or groups wanting to get into Spearhead, because apparently that is the way to play Age of Sigmar.
I've heard that. Yeah, that Spearhead is
Very balanced and fun.
It's like the better version of Combat Patrol where it's actually balanced and works.
And I wouldn't be shocked if whatever 4th edition brings, or no, whatever 11th edition brings, we see something rebranded or Combat Patrol rebranded to be more like that. Instead of like, this box is 900 points and this box is 212 points.
Yeah, it would be a lot nicer. Speaking of 11th edition,
Yes. Well, before we jump into that, I just updated the Warhammer community site, and it looks like the pre-orders are going to be the new books and all of the new Chaos stuff next weekend. So Iron Warrior upgrades and the dice and all the stuff. So,
oh no, Jeff was excited about that.
and the new Knight apparently is going up for pre-order next weekend. Nice.
That's the big one, right?
The medium-sized one.
Yeah,
Not
the
quite
medium-
an
okay.
armature, but between
Like the Questoris and the Armiger. Okay.
The
so
Speedy
that's the
Boy.
thing.
The Speedy Boy Knight. Because apparently there's like some ways you can get him to move like 37 inches a turn.
Yep. So the big announcement at the end, which they always do.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It was so cool to be in that room. Let me tell a quick story. So me and Shane went, original host of co-host of the podcast with me. We went to Adepticon, and it was so perfect because they did their announcements. They did all the things. And at the end, they were like, well, we'll just take a couple questions. We're trying to kill time, like blah, blah, blah. And they, everybody was asking about this or that. And then right before, some guy was like, all right, I have a question. When are we going to see new Chaos Space Marines? And everybody on stage just started dying laughing. I was like, I think this is a great segue. Let's watch the next video. And the crowd was like, what? And that's when they showed off the new Chaos Space
He was a
Marine
paid
sculpts.
actor. He was a paid actor.
Maybe. It just seems
I wouldn't
their
doubt it.
reaction was like they just couldn't believe that's the question that got asked. Like, I don't know. But it was so cool. So they always do these little things at the end. This year, it's actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be because we got Warhammer 40,000 11th edition announcement.
Yes.
11th edition.
Looks like it's going to be, at least starting out, looks like Blood Angels versus Orcs.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the first time Blood Angels has been in a starter kit.
Was it a second edition?
I don't
No,
know.
that was something else.
You're asking me to
That is
look back
far
at the
before
second
my time.
edition. I started playing in 5th.
I didn't play.
I started in
I wasn't
10th,
born.
so
Back in my day.
I was probably like 2 when that came out. No, probably not.
Yeah, I would say that. So further back. So Orcs versus generic Blood Angel. So anything, there's no specific Blood Angel stuff on it. There's probably transfers in the box that you can make them Blood Angels, but anybody
Probably.
can buy it and use their thing, like they've always done since Black Templar box.
Now, maybe I missed this, but did they actually say what was going to be in the box?
No, but there are some real concrete rumors, and I actually have them pulled up here.
So I was thinking, and just personally,
Sure.
I know we need a new Vanguard veteran kit.
That's
That's-
rumored to be a
That's
5
rumored
model
to
kit.
be it. Yeah, Vanguard veteran.
The new intercessors apparently have the
Mark 7 helmets.
Mark 7 stuff, and other people have been like dissecting that image, and they have found all sorts of like older armor mark things in it. So I think we might see not the end of Primaris Marines, but more of a
integration.
Marines.
Right.
Integration. Because you don't need to be everything
Yeah.
10 or Mark 10 intercessor pattern.
Yeah.
It makes them look very.
This isn't heresy.
Also, it helps with people who have older models like myself.
How many more people would be like, I'm going to play my old Marines now? Granted, that's not their end goal, but so the box contents from what I saw, and I actually posted in the Discord yesterday, Captain with Shield, which we always seem to get, right? A jump pack chaplain, which we saw in the trailer, featured heavily in the trailer.
Oh yeah, he was like the main character of that trailer.
Buy that
a librarian,
so much.
which also seems to be in the box. We've got an ancient, which is always in the box, but never actually on the table. Yet to see one on the table. Make them useful. New Intercessor Squad, 10 models. Vanguard Veteran, 5 models. A new Eradicator Squad, the Bolt variant. Probably a
Interesting.
heavy bolter.
Like a heavy bolter.
Maybe.
Like the old Devastator squad.
Yeah, maybe.
So like all heavy bolters instead of like the heavy intercessors where it's like one heavy bolter per 5.
Maybe. Well, we used to have, was it a heavy weapon squad?
Devastators.
Devastators.
They were. You had a choice of las cannon, missile launcher, grav cannon,
All the fun
plasma
toys.
cannons, heavy bolters.
Yeah.
And it was a 5-man squad, 4 of them with the heavy weapons plus a sergeant.
Well, and to round out that box, a new land speeder. Don't know if it's a
Land
new
speeders are
variant
back.
or more of an old variant because like those new ones came out. I never saw them on the table.
Yeah, they just didn't seem to have that much of a niche that needed to be filled.
Yeah, when you have 140.
I mean, if you want to do a White Scars army, that's what it comes down to.
I was like, even then, most of the White Scars aren't even playing. Like, it's like, oh, we've got bikes.
I've got my old land speeders from, the tiny ones from Warhammer 40K, like 8th edition or something.
Yeah.
I've got all those ready to convert for Heresy. So they're just in a box waiting like they have been for the last 15 years. But that's fine.
I look forward to hitting them with Meltas.
One day. Well, they also carry Meltas, so it's like a Melta off. Who can shoot first? On the Orc side of things, we've got a War Boss. Again, I'm not an Orc guy, so I don't know any of this, so we're just going to blow through this.
War Boss is like a captain.
But the last one I'm excited about, and we'll talk about that. War Boss, a Big Boss, a Banner Knob, a Pain Boy and Assistant, 20 new boys, which can take shooters and choppas at the same time. It's a big deal. It's always like one or the other. So now they just have it, and it's just like a multi-use unit. So they're like, these guys are melee, and these guys are shooty. They do it all.
This sounds like they're
Orcs should
trying
be able to
to.
have shooters and choppas because honestly,
It makes sense.
Yeah,
they're not hitting anything with the shooters. Let's be fair.
It sounds like they're trying to make up for how badly they screwed up the new kit, and they're going, "We're gonna fix this."
So I think there's going to be a ton of orcs out there soon. Lots of orc armies are coming and or growing. 10 Gretchen, which I'm terrified. The few times I've played against Gretchen, they have been just awful to deal with. a new
Blast
war
weapons.
truck. Yeah, new war truck, and then finally, did you see go back and like read as we were looking at the trailer? So when they showed off the trailer, at one point I was like, "There's this giant turtle-looking thing with a gun on the back of it for the."
Walker gun thing.
that thing.
You're also missing the weird boy.
He was in there. Oh, I skipped him. I got excited about boys. Weird boys in
okay.
there too, but a big orc walker gun. And I think my thing was like, "What the f is that?" On the Discord, like, "Did y'all see that?" Like, it's so fast in the trailer, but I saw it. Was like, "Oh,
Well, it shoots down the land speeder.
yes."
Yeah, and then like the chaplain like jumps on it and smashes the dude's head in. It's great.
I'm excited for the orc side. And in the back of my head, it's like the Kermit being like, "Do it," and the angel Kermit being like, "Don't do it." It's like, I don't need an orc army.
I know.
No one needs an orc army. Oh, people who play orcs need orc armies. And orc armies are fun. Orc
Nobody
armies
needs
are
an orc
crazy.
army, but everyone wants one.
Exactly.
So
You don't need one, Kurt. You want one.
want is why I have the room that I have and the problems I have. Okay, so that's our launch box. But they did actually tease some rules, which I was completely blown away that they even talked about it. Let alone,
I think it's to address a lot of the pain points with 10th.
which I will admit has been my issue and why I haven't played Warhammer 40K in like 3 or 4 months now. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I don't like the way the game flows.
Yeah.
You know, it's I've got my problems, and these are in no particular order, but circle objective markers and those
We're not battling over pie plates.
yes, are gone. Now it's going to be terrain based. The big joke is like, instead of circles, they're going to sell us L's.
More L-shaped ruins.
But
More L-shaped ruins to fight over.
Do it.
It seems like they're aware of a lot of the issues with 10th, and they're actually looking to fix this.
Right.
Your forces will battle over critical pieces of terrain, such as bunkers, ruins, and relics, instantly making for a more narrative and immersive game, which right there solves almost all of my problems with Warhammer 40,000.
It kind of brings back like 6th
I hope. Well, and we'll get to some more 6th and 7th things.
stuff.
70 new detachments at launch,
Whew.
which is a lot, but a lot of the Grotma stuff may go.
Yeah, that was a rumor I saw that they're
But-
looking to maybe not do the Grotmist stuff, but a lot of the current stuff will translate over. Maybe some indexes and updates for sticky
I think we're going to
objectives
do a
and
lot of
so-
PDFs, and we're going to get the faction packs that are like, ignore this page, this is new, whatever, blah blah blah. But the most important thing on this title, the most important thing on this topic or this section is the multiple detachments per army. We didn't get a lot of information about it, but that gives me hope for, say, Gene Stealer Colts and Guard. Instead of taking that one really bad detachment, now maybe I could take my Biosantic Brute Surge, and this gives me an excuse to start my Guard army.
Right.
Yeah, well, excuse to buy more models there, Kurt, right?
They know what they're doing, and the chip in my brain it went off as soon as they said that. I was like, I could do Guard, and yeah. So
I mean,
see.
that's already made me think about, I could start that Krieg army I've always wanted to go with my Space Marines. No, don't do it.
Darth Kermit.
The concern, though, with the combining of the detachments is instead of trying to balance, say, I don't know, was there like 70, 80 detachments? Now just doing 70 or 80 detachments squared.
Sure.
But I
Right.
think if they're rewriting a lot of the detachments, they can take into account.
There'll probably be a cap. So like with Drakari, we can take Harlequins up to, on that one detachment, up to like, I think one detachment's 500 points and the other detachment is 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
no, it's,
because there's the one where it's like you
Corsair
can make
Void
it like
Scars are 500 points. Harlequins are 1,000.
Isn't that the Reaper's Wager?
Reaper, yeah.
Yeah,
So if you
Reaper's
do,
Wager.
like, you can combine Reaper's Wager with, what's the other one that does all the combat drugs?
Spectacle of Spite.
So you can
Best
combine the
of
two
both
of them.
worlds. Everything's useful. My witches are so crazy powerful. And that's how it was in 9th when I fell in love with Drakari. I could, all right, this little attachment is for all the girls and they get all their drugs. And this one's for the Kabalites and they get their thing. And the Covens can do this and they get that bonus. And they had their own warlord traits and they had their own stratagems and secondaries. And it was so great.
Out of context, that sounds really terrible.
It was 3 little
The girls,
codexes.
the girls get their drugs.
It's combat drugs.
Combat drugs.
But
well,
it was
maybe
like
now you
3
should
mini books.
maybe hold off on selling your stuff. See how it fleshes out with 11th.
I've debated, but I've priced it to where like if I was to sell it for what I've got it listed for, like I'm okay with moving some products. And Jordan, we had a long conversation last week. She's out. This just isn't something that she wants to do. It's not where her time wants to be spent. So the Eldar are definitely listed. But like I said, it's the pricings I've got on them are like house payment era or esque pricing. So I'm not going to move them quickly. But if somebody's like, I want to get into it and is willing to pay that, I'll take $1,200 for the Eldar.
Right.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
I'm getting a lot of like, you split it? I was like, no, because then I'm just stuck with the stuff nobody wants. Like you take it all or you don't. So how about you buy it and then sell the rest? Oh, I don't want to do that. I was like, well, neither do I, buddy.
But
Tangent over.
I was like, but back to 11th edition.
Stratagems.
The stratagems.
This is major issue number 2 with my Warhammer 40,000 experiences is I'm going to play this stratagem and this stratagem and this stratagem and this unit can do this and this and this. Oh, and they get that.
Yeah, and I think I really feel like that was really spurred on as a change by what they did with Catan, because they just became they were oppressive when in the beginning with, I think it was Star Shatter, and then they nerfed that. Then they made new Catan and were like, we need to sell this. Let's give them an entire detachment that just makes them overpowered again. And everyone hated it. And I think that's probably one of the catalysts for, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Also, to address the concern I had previously with the combined attachments, this will help address the balance issues that you could have with
I
this.
hope so.
Because stratagem stacking. So the new rumor of the rule, or the new rule, is that a unit cannot be affected by multiple stratagems anymore. Which
it's only one stratagem per phase or something too.
Yes,
right?
and also one stratagem per phase.
Like in the fight phase, you can't do this and then do that and do a different thing.
On different units.
Yes. So like I know with Custodes, they had, I'm going to burn my fights first here. And then for this unit, I'm going to give them advance and charge. And then this unit on a 4+, they come back or something, or they get fight on death. And it was like, okay, now you get one of those.
Yeah, it gets more strategic as far as what do you want to burn your stratagem for.
And that feels really good to me, because that feels like it's going to cut out a lot of the, like, for me, when I'm running my Necrons, I feel like I have to take Imhotep because he gives me that extra command point. I feel like that will help alleviate some of the, like, you have to take this unit because he gives you the extra command point, and that makes the entire army function.
Oh, I agree completely.
It will help with more variations in list building and also different ways.
I'm so excited about.
I'm excited to see how 11th pans out. I mean, granted, I've been playing edition changes since 6th, so
join the club, buddy.
And apparently a lot of people who joined in 10th are all up in arms about, oh my God, it's an edition change.
Well, look, you're not getting indexed this time around, so it's fine.
Exactly. And then also with 11th, they're looking at doing some changes to charge mechanics. Now, currently in 10th, now, granted, I play guard. I don't charge. If I'm charging, something's wrong. We don't do that here. I mean, fixed bayonets is an order, and I have put
Things
that order.
have to be dire to do that.
I put fixed bayonets on a chimera once,
You got to do,
Which is hilarious.
which is funny. But anyway, apparently with the charge changes, you now roll your charge dice first to see how far you go, and then declare where they go. Not, hey, I want to charge this unit 6 inches away, but I really want to get to this guy 9 inches away, because 6 is easier to roll than 9.
Yep. Roll it, and if you get the big one, you go for the guy 9. You know, if you bang that 12 out, cool, we're going all the way over there.
Yeah, and that feels really nice, because it really cuts down on the feels bad moments of this dice roll is going to determine whether or not I win the game, versus, okay, I could still move him over here and still get something out of this.
Yeah. I'm for it. There are definitely times with my Gene Stealer cult was like, oh, I failed that charge, or my Custodes where it's like, oh, I failed that charge. I guess the game's over. No, now I'm going there. Now I'm going there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of being like, hey, I really want to get to this shooty unit that has been hitting my units really, really badly, but they are being screened by something. I don't want to go into the screening unit. I think that's a big change with that. It helps with a bit more flexibility. And then if you do get that goal, like, oh, amazing. The people on the board found their footing and actually know how to run straight versus not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't trip over their own feet and fall face first into the dirt.
Yeah. So with, I mean, and I kind of equated it to somebody has laid down a flashlight in the forest, and that's all we've seen for this new edition. So I don't want to get too excited. And
Right.
I mean, I think on Reddit, some of those communities, you would have thought the sky was falling with like, oh, this changes how my game's going to.
Well, 10th has brought in a lot of new players, which is good for the game. And it's brought Warhammer 40K to be one of the most popular.
Oh, it's huge. It's grown so much.
It's grown a lot. But
It's hitting the mainstream, which is insane.
Yes, we're now seeing something I haven't seen before with Warhammer, where Warhammer is becoming so popular that now the game designers are looking to have balance and flavor into it.
Which again, that was kind of my issue. Well, I guess that kind of leads into this next little segment paragraph thing here. And I think I copied this from the Warhammer community website. So,
That's what copied and pasted.
yeah. Unified experience. One of the guiding principles of the new edition was to create a unified experience for anyone playing Warhammer 40,000. So rather than separating matched, narrative, and opened as ways to play, the aim is to make every game feel like it has a compelling narrative while also feeling balanced and exciting.
Which sounds fantastic.
That gave me more hope for 40,000 than anything else.
Because right now you have a separation of competitive play and narrative play.
And there's not really, it's hard to turn off, I will admit.
Oh, yeah. If you make more of a narrative army with no epic characters or basically you follow the narrative rules, it's really hard to be like, hey, and then you take that same narrative army and you face someone who has a competitive army, it can definitely feel a bit one-sided. Because the competitive army is more built to accomplish the game, whereas a narrative army is more for let's create a narrative. I'm hopeful, but skeptically hopeful, if that makes any sense.
Sure. Like I said, they're going to drip feed rules and information. They have 2 months and 3 weeks now before this edition launches, and they are going to just...
Oh, they're going to milk it.
I mean, they want to create hype,
Obviously,
which is very important. They need to. They want to create
accomplished.
hype. So they accomplished that mission, which is fantastic.
I wish I was at Adepticon so I could just feel the buzz of the room and people talking about it and theory like that. Oh, that'd be so.
But also, we need to kind of help guide the people who've joined in 10th. Edition changes can be scary, and we need to kind of help the people who joined in 10th understand that, hey, edition changes aren't the end of the world.
Yeah, the sky
is not
isn't falling.
The sky
You're
more
on
than likely,
Armageddon.
the sky more than likely is not falling.
It's the sky's raining orcs.
Unless you're in Armageddon, then the sky is going to be raining orcs in a lot.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'll say, speaking of someone who joined during 10th, as I've been in the hobby for a little over a year now.
Yeah.
Probably a year and a half.
You've grown so much, Austin. We're proud of you.
Now I'm on a podcast. But speaking of someone who joined, I feel like it's also a lot of new players who joined have experienced a lot of the downsides of 10th and been like, I'm not sure I like how this feels. And now with 11th, some of us are going, ooh, that's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that change.
I would like to see the bunker missions somehow, or more narrative missions, instead of like the 6 in the book, give us a little more variety and things like that.
Yes.
I wish they would publish, like, I will pay good money, so I don't have to pay for every White Dwarf that ever comes out, for them to compile a missions book like they used to do. Like, here's 50 new missions. I'll give you $50 for that. Sell me the PDF.
I mean,
or even have or even be part of being a subscriber on the Warhammer app.
Yes.
And then have everything compiled.
Which I have to wait with Warhammer Plus for the White Dwarfs to pop up to take a screenshot and save it in my folder for all the bunker missions. So.
I mean, even if they just keep it in the White Dwarf, like as just the single bunker mission per White Dwarf, I'm so excited to see how they do it with, you know, the new objective rules, new terrain rules. That's going to be really exciting to me.
I'm excited for it. So I think that's pretty much it for Warhammer Games Workshop talk, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'd like to quickly blow through some of the Atomic Mass Games announcements, which I thought were awesome. Bottom of the page.
Admittedly, I don't know much about this. So.
No, it's fine. Mark's a huge Star Wars guy, so we always kind
I used to be. I used to play X-Wing.
Okay.
When it like by Fantasy Flight.
Oh, yeah.
course-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff bought into it the weekend before they killed it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Poor Jeff.
I would play the second edition rules, or I have the rules.
he still
books
wants
and
to, but it's like, man, I hate to. I mean, of course, we could 3D print anything we needed, but I digress. So, Atomic Mass Games did their big reveal show thing, similar to the Games Workshop one on Friday evening. Unfortunately, they don't stream it themselves, so it's other people kind of talking about it, but they're really good about throwing everything up on the website a little bit later.
Right.
So they showed off, as we kind of discussed a couple episodes ago, they're kind of not sunsetting Shatterpoint, but they're dialing it way back.
Yeah. They're like pulling back a lot of the
Almost maintenance
not
mode.
support, but like
Sure.
like
It's not their primary
This isn't our
focus.
priority right now.
Yeah, admittedly, I don't know much about Legion, Shatterpoint, and everything. So
So Shatterpoint announced they're going to start doing the sequel trilogy characters. I was like, oh, you guys are trying to kill this game.
Yeah.
bold move. Let's see how it works out for them.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for them.
So that was really the only thing I took from the Shatterpoint side of things. But with Legion, they're releasing the Jedi Council from the Clone Wars movies, which looks fantastic. They're doing Guerrilla Troopers for the Rebels.
Ooh.
Okay, because that would kind of make sense how Rebel Troopers would work. They're not a standing.
Well, it's nice too because they'll include like alien heads and things. So you could make it like these are all like blue guys or whatever.
These are the Bothans that all died to get the Star Wars Death Star plans.
I was just about to say Bothans too.
But yeah, even like the standard Rebel kit comes with a couple of heads. Like, oh, this guy's this or that, and they all have gloves on, so like the hands don't really matter.
Right.
They're doing Imperial Mud Troopers, which I actually printed a bunch of Stormtroopers for my son that are in like the heavy
Like the-
jungle-looking gear.
Like the Mud Troopers from the Solo movie when he was a Mud Trooper.
Fun fact: never saw it.
Really?
It's on my list, but
I'm
when I
disappointed
sit
in
down
you,
to
Kurt.
watch something, I know.
It's same. I haven't watched it. I really need to.
I'm also disappointed in you, Austin.
Kids these days, right?
Kids these days.
They're releasing the Wet Weather Gear Stormtrooper box, which I think is really cool because like the first thing my kid asked for was like, Dad, can we get some like jungle guys? Because he saw them in Return of the Jedi or something. He's like, those are so cool. I was like,
Like the scout troopers?
well, no, just they're in like the parkas and stuff over their gear.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I know what
very
you're talking
neat.
about.
And then they're doing a 224th Armored Division box, which is interesting that they just randomly choose that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest news, and the news that had my kid like, Dad, can we play Legion again? They're doing a Mandalorian Battle Force subfaction. So an entire army of Mandalorians, if you so choose to go down that path, which he was like, that's what I want. It's like, I
mean-
play before I buy, son.
I mean, you did dress them up as
I did 3D print
Mandalorians.
a Mandalorian costume. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was like, if you take interest and stick with it for more than a night a month, we can have a conversation, but not yet. And they're actually going to
He
introduce
might do it when he
flyers.
gets older.
He's bouncing around like crazy. But they're doing flyers.
So like actual starfighters or like
They tease the X-Wing. We have no other information. But like maybe a bombing run heresy style, if we play the rules right.
like a TIE bomber or
I have no
Y-wing, X-wing, TIE
Or Storm
fighter.
Raven.
They teased the thing and said, flying nearby soon or something. It'll be next year before we see anything. But on the Marvel Crisis Protocol front, I was super excited to see Jubilee's finally getting a model.
Oh.
And if you know anything about
Really?
MCP, you kind of randomly pick the missions, and it tells you how much power you can play to, and every character has a power level.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
X-Men are really bad about being like 3, 4s, and 5s. And
Really
so she's
high up there.
And so you almost have to play an elite force to be X-Men, but she's only power level 2. And so she's not super high powered, but like her abilities will help do things, I'm sure. So I was excited about that. And they're doing an Asgardian box starter set, which is like 10 models and everything you need to play. And they're also doing a Guardians of the Galaxy starter set, which I thought was that's what made my wife want to play. So we had to buy them all individually, but now you can just go spend $100 and get the $300 worth of boxes.
Kurt, stop tempting me. I don't need more models. I don't need to start a new game.
And there's a ton of other characters coming out. I'm not going to sit here and rattle off like the 35 characters they showed off. But something in one of my chief complaints is there's no Fantastic Four in Marvel Crisis Protocol. For some reason, we don't know. We figured it would come out with a movie. It didn't. At the end of
Could
their
be a rights
thing,
issue.
maybe. But it's based off comics, not show. This is a deal with Marvel, not, But the guy at the end was like, yeah, we've got some really fantastic things to show you next year. And then in the next sentence, he made a point to use fantastic again, and it was just like eyebrows. Like, did he say what I think he is?
We see you. We see you over there.
I see what you did there. And every year they do a convention exclusive model for one of their games. Last year it was Shatterpoint, it was Shatterpoint. It was Ahsoka and like the Vader when they were fighting in Rebels, and she cut him, and so it was the I Am No Jedi like display diorama thing. Sold out immediately.
It's such a good scene. I'm not even a fan of Rebels, but that scene was so good.
You can buy it individually now, but it's not the diorama set. It's just the two models. And it's like, man, they were on like crash terrain and a hill. Like, it was so cool. This year, it was Mephiston. And I just happened to check the website last night because they sell like 1,000 of them on the website. The rest are at the convention. And it was in stock. And I was like, I should, but chose not to. And then like a half hour later, it was out of stock. And I checked eBay, and I should have.
Yeah.
Scalper's gonna scalp.
Yeah. So I try not to participate in that.
Circling back to 11th edition, kind of interested to see how they do the character rules from that like 500 worlds thing they did, if they're going to add that to 11th.
Oh, the make your own character thing?
Yes.
I would love to see it.
I would love to see that be like for all the generic characters.
So I think that some of the things they've put in these campaign books, and had I known they were going to sell out so quick, I would have bought them. And had we known that it was going to be like usable in 11th, I would have been a lot more like keen to pick those up. Now they're sold out. I think we will. I hope they will. And maybe in the new codexes, we get a fleshed out, like, this is for the Blood Angels and how you make your characters, and this is for the Guard and how these are the things you can make. And and we see a lot of that. That would be really,
it's going to be
interesting.
I really hope they do, because that'd be very interesting.
Anything else for you, Stephen?
No, nothing else from me. I just got to say, though, watching the people play in the tournament for Adepticon, the Adepticon tournament.
I didn't even pull up the stream. I was busy yesterday.
I just can't imagine playing 5 games in a day.
Oh, is it 5 now? It was
did
4 when I was there.
They were on game 5, and I was watching it on War Games Live. Those guys were playing so fast because they wanted to go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
It was 4 games when I went, and if you placed high enough, you got to play on day 2 because other things happen.
Oh, it's a single elimination.
Single elimination.
Single elimination.
Oh, geez.
So the guy who won,
invitational? Do they have like a different thing? I know Nova does an invitational. I haven't looked at the format. It was so far out of the budget.
It is a little far, little outside the budget.
Most cons like that are 3 in a day, and it's a multi-day thing. But Adepticon, because they have to have table space, you play 4 games in a day, and if you don't make like the top 32 or whatever, you don't play on day 2. And so it was one of those, normally tournaments start at like 10 or 11, not a big deal.
Right.
We started rolling dice at 7:30 in the morning.
Oof.
In my game 4, because it was coming down to the wire, played Guard, by the way.
Against Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 10:47 when I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm not going to win this. Let's shake hands. I'm going to bed.
Those are like 16 hours. Good Lord.
And granted, you get like a little bit of a break between every round. I think there's like a 2-hour lunch because it's at the con, and like if all 500 people run to the line to get food at once, it's a mess.
Still 16 hours of Warhammer. It sounds
competitive Warhammer too, not just like we're playing for funsies. It's like no, we're on a clock.
It's competitive Warhammer.
I'll say that that sounds equal parts really fun and awful.
Yeah.
Well, it's I've done tournaments before, not for Warhammer, but for Star Wars X-Wing, and even those like this being 3 or 4 rounds, like a round robin tournament. It is not a matter of your physical ability to stand there. Granted, yes, you should sit and bring all your
Take your leave and Advil.
take your
and all
leave, your
things.
Advil. Make sure you drink water and all that stuff. It's your brain is so tired of just being used.
Yeah.
So tell you what, let's wrap this up. This has been episode 27 of Webway Radio. I'm Kurt.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Steve.
And we will talk to you next time.
See you later.
Yeah.